Here is a summary of the best practices we've discussed. Avoid security via obscurity because it just does not work. Never use a master password that is the same across multiple items that you've manufactured. As an example, you might have seen news stories about roadside construction signs that have been hacked with fake warnings about the zombie apocalypse and so on. These attacks, while wrong and probably illegal, are made easier than they should be by the password scheme used on at least some of these roadside signs. For example, in this sign, there's a 4-letter default password that is set at the factory and often not changed. But even if the crew did change the default password, there's another unchangeable 4-letter factory password that resets the system to the original factory default. This makes it really easy to break into the sign and reset the password. Such an approach is simply not secure. Back to the list of best practices. You should also avoid using homemade or proprietary cryptography because it is almost always flawed. You should use encryption for secrecy, but you should use digital signatures or secure hashes for integrity and authentication. You should also make sure your security assumptions are realistic. For example, you should never assume that a user will change a default password if they have a choice not to. In the end, getting security right is very subtle and complex. For systems in which a security lapse can result in a high-risk situation, you should get security advice from an expert.